Hi, this is Mike DeVore. I'm going to give you a brief introduction of what we're going to do in the MET Capstone 1 course this semester. I'll give you a brief introduction to myself since we're not going to be face-to-face this semester. I'm the professor and program chair for the Mechanical Engineering Technology and Welding Technology programs. My email is mike.devore@cincinnati-state.edu. It's also michael.devore. I've been teaching at Cincinnati State for 30 years now. I've got 40 years experience in engineering design. I'm married. I have 2 grown children. My daughter is a mechanical engineer. My son's an architect. In my free time, I like to hike, bicycle, and snowboard in the winter. My education, I've got a Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering Technology from UC. I have an MBA from University of North Carolina, and my PhD is from Indiana State, and also a PE in Ohio. Let's talk about the syllabus a little bit. So for this course, the prereqs are CAD 2, which means you've taken CAD 1 and CAD 2. Engineering materials, and also statics and strength of materials. And we'll be using all of those things that you've learned in those courses within this capstone project. Now it says here it's hybrid, but actually this class is going to be totally online this semester. Hopefully we'll get back to face-to-face classes sometime in the near future. Each student is going to have be responsible for producing weekly assignments. Attendance is 10% of your grade, and that really 10% is just turning in all of your assignments on time. And if we have any mandatory meetings, they would be online meetings typically, then that would be part of that. Just a brief explanation of what we're going to do in the class. And grades, it's a standard 10-point scale. For late assignments, it's 10% off per day. And now make sure you keep all of your assignments as we go along. One thing to also I want to be very clear about is this is not a group project. These are individual assignments. Each person is to do their own work. There's an assignment schedule that's posted on Blackboard, so you'll know exactly what the assignments are going to be and when the due dates are. So if you look at that schedule right now, you're going to know the amount of work, the type of things you'll be doing throughout the semester. Each week something will be due. So I would expect 5 to 10 hours worth of work per week. So be prepared and make sure you keep up with the assignments. And again, they're not group assignments. If there's plagiarism, it's going to result in a grade of F. It's very easy for me to see when people are not doing their own work. I'll give you a due date. Typically, I'll give you 1 week to complete the assignments. The assignments will be due at midnight on that date. Everything be turned in electronically and in a PDF format. So if it's a document, put it in a PDF. If it's a drawing, put it in a PDF. Don't send me drawing files. Don't send me part files. And if I need to adjust the assignment schedule, I'll do that, but I'll give you plenty of notice if that's going to be the case. Here's an example of the assignment schedule. So again, I'm going to tell you for the rest of the semester, this is the stuff that we're going to do. I'll give you some due dates, and that's when you'll be responsible for turning them in. Brief explanation of what they are, and then each week when I announce the assignments, I'll give you specific instructions about the expectations for that assignment. So each week I'll put up the new assignments on the Blackboard site. Again, they're due. Typically it's 1 week to complete them. Let's see, we have a holiday in there, but other than that, it's 1 week. Late assignments are penalized 10% per day. After 1 week, they're only worth 30%. After 10 days, they're zeros. So you need to keep up with the work. If you want to be successful in this class, get the assignments done each week. If you fall behind, it's extremely difficult to complete the next assignment and the next assignment and so forth, and you'll quickly fall behind and not be able to complete the class. Again, please turn everything in PDF form. That's the way I'll grade all of your papers. When you send me files, please make sure your last name is included in the name of the file. There's a lot of people in my classes, and everybody's sending me electronic files. I need to make sure you need to make sure your name is on all of those, right? But Now try not to make the file names too long. Here's an example where I put my name and then a brief description of what it is, and it's saved as a PDF. And that's how I want to see you turn papers in. Please don't send me things that don't have your name in the title. As far as software goes, you can use either SolidWorks or Inventor, and you can download those for free. I'll put instructions on the Blackboard site. If you don't have the software already, you can get it. Make sure you use your Cincinnati State email address or it's not going to work properly. You are allowed to download the software for free because you're a student, but you have to use your Cincinnati State email address. If you have an older version of software, then you want to delete that from your computer before you try to download the new stuff, because otherwise it's going to get halfway through and there'll be a problem with the software. So go ahead and do that in advance.